Alright everybody, what is up? As you can see, I'm playing Dragon Ball FighterZ, playing it on my PlayStation 4. Really this video is just for the people who are going to be playing Dragon Ball FighterZ for the very first time during the open beta on a Nintendo Switch this weekend. So this video is just going to go over the basics, which I'm going to include the movement, your auto combos, your special attacks, and a slightly more advanced manual combo, which people should learn because it can lead into a lot more advanced combos as well, which I am still learning. So yeah, so this is the team that I'm going to be using. It's all the Gokus. I picked Super Saiyan Goku because I feel people are going to use him during this beta. I've also picked Super Saiyan Blue Goku because I think he's going to be another popular choice during the beta. And I picked Goku Black because I use him and I wanted to put him on the team. So let's just go straight into it, and we will start with movement. Okay, so movement. With this being an anime fighter, there's a few extra movement types that you actually have in the game compared to things like Street Fighter. So obviously we have moving away, approaching, crouching and jumping. We have backdash, forward dash and double jump. But with that we can also air dash, which is double forward or double back when you're in the air. If you want to do it quicker, you can do diagonal forward then forward right after it, or diagonal back and back right after it, to get your air dash slower to the ground so that you can get attacks in quite a bit easier. You can also, I've just been calling it Super Dash, it's probably called something else, but Super Dash, which is your heavy and special buttons together, which on the PlayStation controller is circle for heavy and X for special. Square is light and triangle is medium. On the Nintendo Switch version, that is going to be light will be Y, medium will be X, heavy will be A, and special will be B. So I'll be referring to them to light, medium, heavy and special throughout the rest of the video. So if you've got heavy and special, which you can also press R2 for, or on the Switch controller it will be ZR, will lure you, will not lure you, will take you straight to the enemy. It will miss in certain circumstances, but most of the time you will actually go straight towards your opponent with it. So I think that is pretty much it for movement, unless you count the vanishes movement, which is heavy and medium at the same time. Some people will count that as movement, but we'll put it here just anyway. So that's just medium and heavy at the same time, and you get a vanish. That's good for doing some more combo extensions later on in the game, but we'll get to that. And that pretty much concludes the movement section of it. Okay, so auto combos. Auto combos are done pretty much just by mashing either the light or the medium attacks. You can also do a heavy one, but it doesn't do much, and there's better uses for the heavy button anyway. So we'll just mash the light button just now. That is Super Saiyan Goku's light auto combo, and I'll just do it once again so you can see. You see a Dragon Ball goes into right where my face basically is, it's behind my face right now. Every time you do a light auto combo, you will get a Dragon Ball out of it, and we'll talk about the Dragon Balls closer to the end. You can also do, as I said, auto combos with the medium button, and Goku's looks like this. I've just mashed it out so that it comes out perfectly. Do that once more. As you can see, it ends with a super move which takes up one key bar, which is for me on the bottom left hand side, right below Goku over here. So medium combos will always use one key bar, and if you just mash the heavy button you get that. But if you press down heavy, it goes into the air as well. Just a little bit extra for you there. So that's your basic auto combos. They're good for when you're starting out. They will get you a good amount of wins against other people who are just using auto combos. Against people that know what they're doing, you might have a harder time, but they're good. There's a time where they come in very useful, I'll give it that. But for now, let's move on to the special moves. Okay, so special moves. I'm going to look at the special move list for this. So as you can see, Goku's special moves, I'm going to go with Dragon Flash, Fist, Flurry Kick and Kamehameha. I'm going to call them the specials. The Super Kamehameha and Warp Kamehameha, I'll call them supers. And the Meteor Smash, I will call that his ultimate, just so I can categorise each of them. So we'll start off with the three special moves, which is Dragon Flash, Fist, Flurry Kick and Kamehameha. And as you can see, almost all of his moves apart from Meteor Smash are performable in the air. So we'll start with these three specials first, as I said, and bear in mind that when you use the heavy version, which is Circle on the PlayStation or A on the Nintendo Switch version, that version is the EX version, which will cost 1 key gauge. So bear that in mind if you're going to be using that. So let's go with Dragon Flash Fist. We'll do it full screen first. This is the light version of it, so quarter circle forward light. Not bad. Quarter circle forward medium. Goes a lot further. And then quarter circle forward heavy. Teleports in and will hit. Won't always hit, but in this situation it hit because it's standing doing nothing. So let's have a look at the damage difference between them all. 900 for light, 1000 for medium, 1100 for heavy. So goes up in increments of 100 as you're using it. And then we'll go on to Flurry Kick, which is a quarter circle back and light, and once again we'll do it from full screen. That's the light version, and the medium version goes a lot further and a lot higher and was a lot more hits. And then the EX or heavy version, a lot further and a few more hits as well. So now we'll actually do this with it hitting. So light version does 2 hits and 893 damage. Medium version, 4 hits and 999 damage. And the EX or heavy version, 6 hits with 1320, so there is a massive damage boost with that one. As I said, both of these moves can be used in the air. The EX version of that is going to teleport him down. Okay, so all of them can be used in the air, and the next one was quarter circle forward and special, which is X on PlayStation controller and B on the Nintendo Switch controller. And that is a basic Kamehameha, which can also be used in the air. But if you press up or down after it, when you're on the ground it's going to aim it up into the sky, like so. If you're in the air, it's going to aim it down to the ground. So it can be used in multiple directions if you need to use it like that. So now on to the super moves, which are Super Kamehameha and Warp Kamehameha. Both can be used in the air. So first we'll do Super, which is done with R1. R1 can be replaced with light medium, but I'm just going to be using R1 on the Nintendo Switch controller. This is going to be on R, so that's that. And again, same with the basic Kamehameha. If you press up or down, it can be aimed into the air or down to the ground if you're so inclined. Now with Warp Kamehameha, as the name entails, there is some warping with it. Now this one is used by pressing R2 or heavy and special, and it will always warp you in behind him. But you can still block this if they know what they're doing, so bear that in mind. Only use it if you know that you're going to hit with it. And so now we'll move on to his ultimate move, which is Meteor Smash, which is a quarter circle back in either R1 or R2, it doesn't matter which one you hit there. So that is Super Saiyan Goku's ultimate. And we'll bring in Goku Black just so you can see what his are. So as you can see, it's still quarter circle forward or quarter circle back, along with a button press to do any moves. So while Super Saiyan Goku doesn't have a quarter circle back plus special, which is X, or as you can see here, Goku Black does. It brings in Zamasu and he cannot avoid it because he gets grabbed. So it is pretty good that most of all the attacks are all the same. There is a few little extra parts on it. If I switch over to Frieza just now, if I press down down special, it teleports in. And there's one with Cell as well. I'll go into assists in a few more how to switch characters. With Cell, if you press down in medium and mid-air, you teleport in. So there is a few extra ones, but with the characters that I've picked, then it's basically just quarter circle forward or quarter circle back with a button press. Right, so we'll head back now. And I think we'll use Goku Black for the rest of this. So moving on. Okay, so this is going to be the second to last part of it. And as I said previously about assists, that would show later on, this is what I'm going to do now. So with the assists on the PlayStation version, the assist buttons are assigned to L1 and L2. On the Nintendo Switch, this is going to be L and ZL. And if you just tap these buttons, it will bring your partners in to do their attack. If you push forward and an assist button, it will bring in the person who is assigned to that assist. Or if you hold the button in, it will bring them in too. Now, but say you want to bring in someone else that your opponent is controlling right now, that's where you can do a snapback. And to do that, you have to press R1 on the PlayStation controller, or light and medium at the same time. And on the Nintendo Switch controller, this will be the R button, or still light and medium. And this is basically just your grab, and if you press an assist button during the grab, you'll snap out the other. You snap an opponent out and bring the other one in. So say I want to bring out Marion Boot, I'd press assist 2. Say I want to bring in Cell, I would press assist 1, and that basically just brings in whoever you want to bring in. And that's pretty much it for this section of it. There's really not much more you can say about this. I mean, you can do your grabs in mid-air as well, but while you're grabbing, you can just go straight up into the air. It's just knocking into the sky, and then grab them. So you can still grab them in mid-air as well, and it knocks them into the sky. And even in mid-air, you can press one of the assist buttons during the grab to throw them out and bring someone else in. So let's move on to the last part of it, which is going to be manual combos, and I'm just going to show the very basic ones because I'm not very good with them. Alright, so previously we went over auto combos, and now we're going to do some manual combos. These are a little bit more difficult, especially if you want to get the timing down, because they involve something called a jump cancel, and it took me a little while to be able to get this done properly. It's at the later stage of the combo, but I'll go into the very, very basic one that you want to learn. So this is going to start with a down medium, like that, because it trips them. Very important. So you trip them and you hit medium again, launches them a little bit further into the air. Now, this first part here, you jump cancel into a light. This is the start of the basic one. The jump cancel, that's very easy to get the timing for it, this part. Later on, when I'm showing a different combo, that's when the timing gets a little bit difficult. It did for me anyway. Other people might pick it up more quickly, other people might pick it up slower, but for me it took a little bit longer. So It goes low, medium, medium, light, light, down, heavy, light, light, jump cancel, light, 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 light. Blah. That one's easy to do. Very easy to do. You can do a little bit more by doing medium, light, light, or you can add in some extra specials to it. Like that. And these ones will always give you more damage. If you pull them off properly, will always give you more damage than an auto combo will. So the way that I've learned to do these now is it gives a little bit extra damage because it hits a few more times, and it has an extra down heavy in it. Now what I want to show first is down heavy, and then down heavy again. As you see, I chased them on the first down heavy but couldn't on the second down heavy. It's because you only get one chase per heavy attack. So let's put this into the actual combo. Light, light, down heavy, and then you've got to jump cancel after that that down heavy again. It took me a lot while to be able to get the timing for that. Once I got it on my fight stick, I was able to do it a lot easier on the controller, but yeah, so adding in that extra down heavy gives a little bit extra damage. We'll do it with the specials involved in it now. Nope. That's later. That's terrible. We'll do a different special. 5,069 damage that one done. Now I'll do the most recent one that I've learned, which does a bit more damage. This one, it doesn't use, once you've done the jump cancel, it uses medium instead of light. So it's medium, 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 light, light, and then after that you do the down heavy, so like that. There's a little bit more damage than the original one, and that involved a vanish as well, but you don't always need to put the vanish into it. Adding the vanish obviously done a little bit more damage to it, but as you can see, these are the building blocks to actually advance in your own combos. I still need to learn a lot more about the game, but I've been playing it a lot more recently because I'm getting excited about the Switch version releasing, and I think once the Switch version releases I'll actually dive more into this game and learn a bit more and get some more optimised combos. And everyone's basically got the same layout for it. That's basically that. With Goku Blue it does change up a little bit, but only because that kick there brings him down to the ground, which is good if you want to set up to something later on in it. So I think that's where I'm going to end this. I haven't went too far into it. There's a few things that people need to learn themselves. This is basically just the basics with something right here at the end, which I feel people should learn because it will open up a lot more for them later on in it. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this has helped. I hope that I've actually done well with this video because it's my first guide, I suppose, on a fighting game. I've done guide videos before, but this was on Xenoblade Chronicles X with the builds, and I love doing those videos because I love Xenoblade Chronicles X. I actually play again the Wii set over there, my Wii U, sorry. So I might play that later, but I digress. That's not the point. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be streaming and recording the Dragon Ball FighterZ Open Beta on Switch this weekend. So if anyone wants to join in, just let me know. And yeah, I will talk to you all next time. Have a nice day. and goodbye.